There are many different factors surrounding the issue of accessibility. Though internet usage is at its highest peak worldwide, it may come as a surprise that there are still a large number of people who do not have access. The gap between those who have readily available access to the internet and those who do not is called the digital divide. This rift is most significant for underprivileged members of society, especially those in poor rural areas. In 2010, more than 20% of U.S. households still do not have an internet connection at home. Underprivileged schools lack the funding and resources to provide students with technology that is considered standard at other schools. The digital divide restricts the learning opportunities of students across the U.S. These restrictions hinder their access to technology and funding that would aid in attaining such devices. Even schools that have access to devices such as computers or tablets are limited to a small quantity, forcing the classrooms to share the insufficient amount of technology. You may be asking yourself, well, why is this important? Schools have been teaching for centuries without all this new technology. Why do we need it now? Our education system is no longer based on nominal tasks, but instead on the skills of critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication, better known as the 4 C's. While classrooms can be effective without technology, the use of new devices has been proven to promote these skills in the most effective ways across the globe. A solution to getting rid of the great divide between students with technology and those without is adding community access centers. These centers are basically computer labs that contain electronic devices available for all those living in the community. This gives access to those who otherwise would not have the opportunity to use these devices. For schools with very little to no resources, one program that educators have embraced is BYOD, standing for Bring Your Own Device. For classrooms that have little access to technology, instructors have realized that some students actually have access to these devices at home. Instead of maintaining their school's technological restrictions, many teachers are encouraging students to bring their own personal devices to class to help broaden the access in the classroom. Some teachers have come up with even more creative ways to gain access for their students. Some schools have resorted to fundraising to raise the money to purchase the technology independently. In fact, this year, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg School in North Carolina resorted to setting up lemonade stands across the city in an attempt to raise money for new laptops. There are infinite solutions to bridging this digital divide and allowing technology access to all students. In addition, these solutions are making teachers more and more creative every year. In the end, creating a better educational experience for everyone. While providing students with access to technology is important and can often increase a child's rate of success, we must remember that technology is just a tool. Technology is used in the classroom to stimulate student learning, interest, and engagement, but these same outcomes can be achieved in other ways. It's not the tool itself, but the skill behind the tool that is most useful to these students. Successful classrooms utilize all resources to provide students with the most access and educational opportunities possible. Therefore, it is very important for schools and teachers to allow students to access to technology in order for students to have a wide range of opportunities available. In other words, making technology accessible to all students. Before we go, just remember that the digital divide is a very pressing issue that affects students all over our country. Educators, administrators, and communities must come together in order to bridge this gap. There are many different solutions to this issue, and the more we try to fix this problem, the better access these students will have.